This was a song in my earlier years I used to sing around campfires. I used to sing in groups with me or someone else playing the guitar. Great song, one of the most hooky melodies ever. And it came along in my life and in my singing journey when I was just starting to really play with my voice and trying to figure out new things with it. This song was, to my dismay and confusion, one of the most difficult and tiring songs for me to sing. And it took me a long time to figure out why.
Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you.
Now, not to take away anything from Liam's original performance, or the many live performances that are just so incredibly killer and engaged with the audience.
And by now you should have somehow realized what you got to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now.
It's just one of those grooves. I remember I was practicing it one time, and my dad came by and imitated me trying to sing the song over this first part of the verse. And this is sort of the voice he threw back at me. Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. He had his head forward, and he was, in a playful way, kind of mocking what I was doing with the song. And when I heard him do that and saw him do it, I was like, yeah, this is what I'm doing with this song. And I'm pulling it from some weird perception I have of the way Liam's performing it.
And all the roads we have to walk are winding.
It's a very one-dimensional vocal sound, which isn't bad. It serves the song great. But when I translated it into my own performance, and all the roads we have to walk are winding.
Because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me.
Because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. No wonder I was so tired. I was going for this imitation of the character that Liam was portraying. I sound forced, I sound instantly tired, and I'm constantly over-singing to try to deliver something that just doesn't work with me. And I think that's what my dad was nicely and sort of jokingly pointing out, although he didn't really know it. And when I finally heard Ryan Adams' version of Wonderwall live, things really started to make sense about how I needed to approach my voice with cover songs in particular, but especially this song.
Today's gonna be the day that they're gonna give it back to you. By now you should somehow realize what you gotta do.
I mean, yeah, he's playing different chords. He's made it his own in so many ways. I really like the general vibe and groove of Oasis's version. But could I take the essence of what he's doing with his voice, which is shrinking and growing and using lots of restraint as he reinterprets the melody for something that is comfortable for him?
Like to say to you, but I don't know how. I said maybe.
I said maybe. Like he grows it and then he brings it back, and there's this sense that he's just constantly like, yeah, he's going overboard sometimes, but then really pulling back other times. And that's what I needed to practice over this song.
You're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all,
even there, like, oh, very different than my previous interpretation of this song, which was, and after all, worlds apart.
you're my wonder.
Then the trailing off with his head voice as he augments the melody. Now, I can't stress this enough. It's not that I like this version more than the original. I think, if anything, there's a special place in my heart for the original because of when it came along in my life. But the revelations I had about, I oversing and then I end up finding myself at this one volume because it's about getting the notes and trying to do what the other guy, it just doesn't work. And this dichotomy between these two songs, or these two versions, this is what did it for me.
Because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall. Because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, oh, you're my wonderwall.
So remember this and take the cues from Ryan Adams when you're learning and internalizing any song. Resist the urge to oversing. Resist the urge to plow into something and get a melody, tire yourself out and become all discouraged and have a family member walk by and go, ah! If you like these sorts of voice and self-discovery kinds of tips, you'll love my free voice course. I'll help you pull things out of your voice and work with your voice playfully in ways you really never thought possible. Click the link below in the pinned comment or video description, and I will help you take your voice to a much higher next level.